marketing campaign. On that note, I leave it to Divyan to take it forward from here on.
Sure. Thanks, Parikshit. Before jumping to the slide, I will start. So everybody is talking about going digital, going mobile, and how to reach out to the right set of audience. What is the right communication? Content is king. Customer is valuable. What should I talk to my customer about my brand? Is it an emotional aspect or it's a transactional aspect? So there are a lot of things. The digital is moving pretty fast. Our brain is developed into one particular paradigm that's how the marketing functions. But digital is moving pretty fast, faster than our brain, the light, or anything else. So everybody is getting involved, everybody is learning, and we need to be very, very adaptable in terms of how we can take a lead ahead of other people whosoever is doing digital marketing. While we are talking about the complexity of digital, it's not as complex as we always think about it. This is very, very simple format that we need to think about very, very simple executable idea, probably executed before or it is a fresh idea. So we should open to take a risk to execute something new which is not done properly in past or which is offbeat. It can't be just a media bit that I will go ahead and buy media on big platform like Facebook and Google and will acquire a customer. Yes, that is important if you have budget, but Mr. Kapoor has talked about when you don't have budget, what will you do about it? Digital is not about media buying, the kind of spend, how you can go ahead about reaching out to your customer. While we are talking about the idea and the execution, so idea is important part, but the execution is further important. So we need to be very robust the way we are executing this idea. Now I'll jump into numbers. So while the content was that how should we go ahead and plan our digital planning, I'm typically talking about the media planning, how should we reach out to the audience, and typically that content impression among your audience set, not the media impression I'm talking about, because that can be just plain one ad, but the kind of content you want to talk to them. So the first and foremost important thing is that you should understand the demographic of your audience, the primary set of audience which you want to reach out to, the geographic segment of audience, and the socio-economic classification. That is the traditional part of it, but the recent part of understanding of your audience is what their online behavior is. And where do you want to reach out to them, and then what kind of content affinity they have in digital medium. Then there are a lot of targeting parameters, the media behavior reporting you will get from different media vendors like Facebook, Google, Yahoo, and everybody else. And then we have third-party platform to evaluate data platforms like Comscore and SimilarWeb, where we exactly know what kind of people are actually coming to my site. From Google Analytics, you can understand which audience is actually converting better on my platform. That can be demographic, geographic, device, or anything else. So you just need to understand the kind of plan you need to roll out, which audience segment actually performs better for you, and do the planning accordingly. While we will be doing that, the most important part of planning is that what is the core objective of that campaign which you want to roll out. Is this awareness? Then you should look at typically on reach and frequency rather than impression, that what kind of impression you are buying on these platforms. But you should understand what kind of reach I need to build, and for your brand, what is the optimum frequency you should reach out to your customer to. To build that consideration you can calculate through an ad engagement platform. It can be a video view, it can be a click on your ad, it can be a share, retweet, or favorite on social platform. It can be anything else, the way you want to define it, because every engagement will give you a power of amplification. So in that way, on social platform, your audience is a media channel. They are actually enabling you to reach out to their peer group. And that will build preference, preference will be built once they or their peer group is actually coming to your promotional pages and taking action there. Purchase can be buy or sell now. Sell can be for companies like OLX or Payco, because they focus on selling the product on their platform, and buyer will come automatically. So it's a dual effect of network effect of audiences. You enhance one side of the platform, another side will come in. Parikshit will talk about the network effect probably now or later towards the end of the presentation. Then the most important thing is that my game is not over here, because the people has bought the product and I should actually stop or do something what I'm doing in my daily routine life. But actually game starts after onwards. If I can do a right fulfillment, the right service, the right value proposition in terms of content and service, they can become my advocates and they can actually take my brand to the next level where I do not need to invest on media or anything particular to advertising. So the targeting parameter which I talked about will cover actually understanding of your audience and do the right media selection of reaching out to those audiences. And in current scenario, every media publisher owner is actually bound to enable those analytical capabilities in advertiser mind so that they can reach out to the right set of audience. Because if I talk about when I actually started my career in 2005, I know there were countable publishers and they were not allowing you to target people like 25 plus male traveling to Delhi, currently uploading something like that, or checking in a hotel. Currently we can do that. The whole universe is growing, so the targeting is growing, the audience is growing. You need to be very, very smart and sharp in terms of reaching out to the customer. What is my core audience? So this is what we are talking about from a planning standpoint. Every aspect, because digital is all about data. It gives you capability of analyzing anything pre-campaign, during the campaign and the post-campaign. You should be very, very particular what is your first objective. So for awareness standpoint, that is reach frequency, the cost you are accruing for acquiring that reach, the affinity index and the viewability of your media impressions. And then consideration can be calculated through a view-through, click-through or social engagements. Preference is purely on the basis of the kind of people are actually coming to your site and doing a post site visit engagement on platform. And then purchase can be typically a funnel which is actually on your site post visit and the kind of products they are browsing, how well you are actually doing a fulfillment in terms of consumer experience of the platform just pre-checkout. So that is that will build your purchase funnels. And then advocacy is the one who is actually buying is actually referring to other peer group, which is very, very important from a creating those network buckets among your audience. So when I used to do planning around 6-7 years back, I strongly used to believe in that planning is the core of data, and then it is my media relation, whether I share a very good relation with my media owner, I can negotiate better with them. Or if it is a recession period or it is a post Diwali season, seasonality will give media rates will go down and everything, but it doesn't work like that now. Auction is the new paradigm of buying the media. So you can go ahead and buy all targeted audience which you want to target, whether that's your own audience through your remarketing cookies, or you want to reach out to all audiences which is there in market but not there on your platform. You can actually go ahead and buy them on very advanced supply side platform, demand side platform and exchanges. But from the brand side of the story, you need to be very, very particular whether we need to buy media or audience. Our recommendation is that you should buy audience rather than media. You should buy reach rather than impression. You should buy viewability rather than a fixed media inventory. Buy intent, not push. Where actually search platforms will play a key role, where you exactly know that what product or service you have, and you can actually target people who are actually searching things around your services. Buy native, not banner. Impression media, fixed buy, push, and everything will be part of it, but you need to be very particular about what is your intent of campaign. Then it is about media, but when it comes to practices about campaign, so as I mentioned that media vehicle, media platform will remain there, they are important for us, but customer is important for us further. And what my brand is and what my campaign is talking about is the key. And our communication has to be very, very clear. What are we talking to our customers in that campaign? The value proposition to the customer has to come out pretty well. If I'm talking about brand, yes, brand is important, emotional connect is important, but what will they get out of it? That is pretty important in terms of value proposition. Call to action has to be there, regardless whether that is click, download, call, or anything else. It can be shared, but it has to be a very, very clear call to action so that you have right benchmarks and funnels in place to track back whether your campaign is performing or not. Once that is done, then the engagement comes in. Your customer, your TG is actually getting engaged with your brand. Then you should create an impulse. You should entice to take action on your content. Have content and value proposition on your promotion pages and the platform where you are taking the customer to. Value proposition and then the trust. While Abhinav was talking about the case study, the trust is the valuable part of the brand. If you can build that trust, and specifically in our case like e-commerce or the places, so I'm sure that most of the people are actually buying online stuff. And the important part is people have, I'll not name the brand, but brands have started saying that we will deliver within 3 days, but we actually deliver in a day. Everybody is trying to build that trust that whatever we commit, we actually deliver that to customer. So trust is important. Services fulfillment is the one which will give you higher retention rates, better cohorts, better lifetime value from an existing customer base. And then retain them with good user experience, be in touch with them with a good content, value proposition content to them, and make customer a brand so that they refer you for further brands. While I was talking about digital is changing faster than anything else, I check emails, but I definitely check notification now, and I'm sure that is happening to everybody's life. We don't get that time that we check all the promotion tab, social tab, and the spam box, but notification is not missed out. So notification is taking the place of email. WhatsApp has changed the world of SMS. Digital is mobile. And when we do any communication to our customer base, my transactional mail or SMS, transactional mail or promotional mail, we see upwards of 60% emails are actually getting opened. We see that most of the customers are actually transacting on mobile. They are searching on desktop, booking on mobile, they are searching on mobile, booking on desktop. So the cross device is becoming critical, and data point is very, very critical, that we should understand the user behavior and their pattern on your platform, how they are reacting on mobile. Because that is the device which is always on with audience, with us, anybody else. It's not desktop anymore. We check desktop once we are on work. Three aspects are important. Media will remain there. So search is one which will give you intent of customer, interest of customer. The customer who is there in market to take the similar or the same category services what you are there with in the market, and these customers are actually in funnel. So it is very, very easy that you should actually address their query on search and actually get them on platform. The better conversion rate you will get from search platforms because they have higher intent. The second part is social, because customer is king, so content is, and if content is king, then the social platform actually empowers the brand to enable the power of amplification to amplify the brand communication to the peer group. So create very, very enticing content, create impulse, create enticement, let the consumer consume that and crowdsource that content through your audience set. Analytics is pretty critical. While we will see in the next slide that how data is evolving. So at the every stage of campaign, we should learn from data and we should not wait. What should we do from this data? And we should actually implement whatever the learning is coming quickly. And you can make the changes as soon as today. If you are seeing the data today, you can make the changes today and see what kind of response is coming out of that change. So pre-campaign is the third-party Comscore, similar web data, and your pre-campaign planning. During the campaign, it is all advertiser analytics, ad server data, where you can understand which audience at what thing is performing, what communication is actually getting more engagement to your brand, and then you can keep optimizing, checking the behavior and take those learning to your current setup. And the post campaign is business intelligence data, your business data, whether my one market audience is actually giving me higher lifetime value, one market audience is actually giving me better cohorts, or something like that. You can actually slice and dice the data and can actually adapt those learning moving forward. While we were talking about that TV can give you the brand recall, the ad recall, yes, TV has done that, TV will be doing that, but at what cost? This is what we are evaluating every day. And does TV give you the power of network effect? Once your ad is over, campaign is over, but digital is not that way. So digital is a new TV for branding, because that not only shows the ad but actually amplifies the brand further. Digital gives you reach, which Parikshit has talked about. Digital gives you relevance when you actually target the right set of audience, the intent, and actually gives you a result which you can calculate, benchmark, or estimate. There are a few things which hypothetically we were talking about from a brand standpoint, how my brand recall is happening, how my brand awareness is built out of the campaign. What if my brand was considered as a preferred brand? Did my customer connect with my message communication in the campaign? So I have one video. This is a Google video.
Traditionally, brand measurement has played an important role helping brands understand key goals in a consumer's purchase. Brands like to have an actionable insight into what happens between exposure and conversion. We've recently introduced additional measures how your ad resonates at the later stages of the purchase journey, including consideration, favorability, and purchase intent. And unlike other solutions that can take months to provide limited results, brands look at actionable insights in a matter of a few days, so you can adjust your campaign.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to India's first corporate news channel. We invite interviews, articles, press releases from your organization. Visit our portal www.indianconventions.com. Thank you.